All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my live stream, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. Looking towards the horizon, it doesn't look like we're going to get a sunrise this morning, which sucks. What is it going to rain today? I don't even know if it's going to rain today. I guess it's going to rain today. So whatever. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Obviously, if you're watching this, you did not have a good night's sleep. With that, we say good morning to Nick Ummerchin. You're first on the whole damn thing. Then we got Ross Dogg's Broken Spirit. He's first on the YouTube. We got Chef Toxic off the Instagram. We got Mr. Chris 84. We got BB Keeve. What's up, brother? Mr. Chris, how are you? How are you, GH? I'm good. I think the dog had to go out or something because he woke me up at 4:30, and I've been up ever since. And I was sleeping like a rock before. My dog woke me at 4:30 because I think he has to go out. We'll find that out very, very soon. What's up, Joanne? KMCL, I see you. Jaws 1203 off the Instagram. We got Ted Palawada. We got Scott Watson. Ready to get out there and vote today? Wait, is it voting day? Is today voting day? Is today Veterans Day? Oh, why are you up so early? Keegan wants to know because I'm a morning person and I like to hang out with some people and do some live streaming as the sun comes up behind me, but not today. Wait, it's voting day? It's an off-year election though, right? Or whatever it's called. So what does that mean? What am I voting for here in New York City? Do I know? No school for the kiddos. No, the kids got school today. My kids' school, they don't believe in voting. They think voting's stupid. Good morning from northern Wisconsin. What's up, Wisconsin? How are you? You want to see the boat movie? Okay. What's got you laughing today? Thank you, Pappy. We got Robert. Good morning. No voting for the Opester. No. This time change up since 4 a.m. Long Island school's closed. The daylight savings time. It's just got to go. But can we vote for that? If we could vote for the daylight savings thing, then finally I would have a reason to vote. I would get online. I would register and I would vote to just knock it off at the clocks. Yesterday, I got the small kids, and they want to do stuff after school, Aren't all apartments in New York 30,000 square feet? Yeah, I guess they are. We all just have 30,000 square feet apartments. Of course we do. And yesterday, my daughter's like, Daddy, can we go for a bike ride? And I got her on my electric scooter. I'm getting her home from school. And I'm just like, Harry, the sun's going down. And then she went, she got home and she had a little snack. And then by the time she got her bike stuff on, it was dark. Oh, it's so stupid. We say it every year and then nothing changes. Please, yes, it sucks. Never see daylight. That's right. I don't want to see daylight. No, I want to see daylight. Look, most of us have a job. Most of us have to go to school. So most of us would rather start our crappy jobs or go into school in complete darkness so we have an extra hour of sunlight when we get back from our dumb jobs or school. Of course, that's how it should be. Most of you guys, you work the 9-to-5ers. You're the ham and eggers. You're keeping this world rotating, I'm a bum. I'm not a ham and egger. You ham and eggers are what make the world go round, And by the time you get home in your driveway or whatever at 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's dark. That's just stupid. And it messes with your head. It's just dumb. Mike, yeah, it's funny, but people mean keep it on DLS time. All right. I don't know what that means. Oh, what's up, King of all diff? Sorry. By the way, I'm not a hater, Hope. I promise. I just ask honest questions. What was your question, Matthew? All right. Here was his question, I guess. Why is November 9th, 2004? Why in November 9th, 2004 did you do a phony phone call with that girl who told her mom she blanked her dad's friend. So fake. Mom's awful action gave it away. You said you never did fake radio. Okay, thank you, Matthew. First of all, you weirdo. I couldn't tell you what happened on November 9th, 2004. I couldn't tell you about the phone call you're referring to here. But you ask just honest questions, do you? I have no recollection of the phone call. All I can tell you is that 99.99999999999% of our careers as the Opie and Anthony Show, we didn't fake anything. There was a couple times we had to fake some shit because we were getting in deep trouble, but it was very, very rare. So if you give me if you give me that phone call, I could go through it, and then I'll tell you if it's fake or not. And if it was fake, I'll tell you why it might have had to been faked. Man, there are people out there. It's very, very strange. They know way more about the Opie and Anthony Show than me, and I did the Opie and Anthony Show. Oh my God. Getting rid of daylight savings was passed in Florida, but Congress didn't do anything with it, so we are stuck with it. Oh, really? What a surprise. Congress doing nothing about it. What a surprise. They do nothing down there in Washington. All right, Matthew. So, yeah, if you give me the phone call and I can listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what that phone call was about. I have no recollection of it at all, right? I ham and egged for a few decades and just dumped out. LOL. Vlad the Dragon. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, brother. But it's just stupid that you get home from your jobs and it's completely dark out. That should never happen. It's just dumb. It F's with everyone's depression. It F's with their anxiety. Whatever. What are you gonna do, right? Why did Anthony hate mustard so much? I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. I mean, that's very inside Opie and Anthony stuff there, Aiden. I don't know. Because at first Anthony really liked Daniel Homeless Mustard, who came in and did that amazing version of Radiohead's Creep. You could hear him on the old tape saying, "Wow, that was amazing," or whatever the hell he said that day. But he was very impressed by the mustard. Maybe because he was then a bit overexposed on the Opie and Anthony Show, came in and did a lot of stuff. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I don't think it's genuine because I know at first he loved the mustard and his version of Radiohead's Creep. Maybe I should have combed my hair before I went on camera this morning. I don't know. Stupid Jets. You love him and you love his songs. Thank you, Aiden. Aiden T. Baker. Stupid Jets lost to the stupid Chargers. The Chargers aren't even a good team. They're not even a good team. They got a shitty offense or a shitty defense or a shitty offense and a shitty defense. And unfortunately, the Jets are like, come on, Zach Wilson, come on, you can do this. And week after week, he's mediocre at best, and he squeezes out a win or two here. But Jets need Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was on the sideline, and he was throwing some balls, and he basically said to somebody yesterday, "Just give me a few more weeks." So the Jets have to hang in there. They have to win a couple more games. They have to be in the playoff hunt. And then Aaron Rodgers will suit up, and he will be the quarterback for the Jets for the last few games of the season. That is an absolute. But if the Jets all of a sudden fall way behind and they don't have a chance at the playoffs, then it would be very, very stupid for Aaron Rodgers to come back at all this year, right? Of course. I know you know that. Greg Buell, I drove across the GWB yesterday. That was a trip. Oh, you don't get big bridges out there in Michigan there, Greg Buell? What, GWB is a trip? That's nothing. That's nothing. We got giant bridges all around New York City. Try the Verrazano, or try the Trog's Neck, or the Throg's Neck, I should say. Those are badass bridges there, Greg Buell. But welcome to New York City. Anthony hated Bobo at first, but I think he still has him on his show. I wouldn't know that, Ken R, but thank you for that. The Jets aren't a good team. Well, they got a decent coach. They got a very good defense. It didn't really show as much yesterday, but the Jets, with a real quarterback, would be a real threat. Of course they would. Sarah, what are you doing, Sarah? Matthew Rothstein. I was broke, so Ann would hate me, so I couldn't afford XM. I'm a WNEW fan. I'm catching up on the XM history I missed. Well, you do that, Matthew. The Eagles, says Bucky 1022. Barely got by the Cowboys now there, Bucky. I was taking a peek. You barely got past the damn Cowboys. Playoffs, says Brad Martin. Good morning, everyone. Cheers. Good morning, Eric. How are you? Both Jersey football teams blow. Well, yeah, man. I mean, like, that's why I made it so easy to become, a Bills fan. And the Bills are, I got to try to open up these eyes. These eyes. These eyes. That's why it was so easy to become a fan of another team, because the New York football teams stink. The Jets stink. The Giants stink. They have stunk for pretty much decades at this point, right? Of course. So both Jersey football teams blow. And you're right. It's an insult to New Jersey. I don't know how they got that done. The stadium where the Giants and the Jets play, I could actually see outside this window over here. They're across the river in a little state called New Jersey. But for marketing purposes, I guess they call them the New York Jets and the New York Giants. What an insult to Jersey. Jersey pulls their weight. So the only official New York team is the Buffalo Bills. Yes, but no one acknowledges that, especially down in these parts of the state, which is very different than the other part of the state where the Buffalo Bills are. Buffalo's a very different animal than New York City, and it's hard to believe that they're both in New York State. I hope no one realizes this is my shadow account, hefty-breasted booger eater. All right, thank you, brother. I have to use it to see what my fan. You know what? I'm just gonna block you. You're just stupid. I just blocked that guy. Stupid. Oh, the stupid haters. But what else is going on? Yeah, so the Jets lost. That was a bummer. It's voting day, but we don't know what we're voting for today. Does anyone know for real if there's anything really cool to vote for? I would love to know. I would love to know. There's thousands of hours of NA on YouTube. All right, I don't know what that means, Vlad. All bridges and tunnels in New York City suck. Yeah, because the cost of just getting to Manhattan has gotten completely out of control, and there's nothing we can do about it as citizens of this fine city. They just take more and more money out of our pockets. It's crazy. And the reason why they put that easy pass in, they didn't put the easy pass in to make it easy for you. Oh God, no! Oh, just stop! Oh, just stop already! They did it because now you don't know how much the bridges and the tunnels cost anymore. You have no idea. You have a credit card on file with thanks for the heart. You get it. The politicians, the establishment, the government, local government, they don't want to make it easy for you ever. But they're like, all right, under the guise that we're making it easy for everybody, we're going to have everyone sign up. It's called Easy Pass in our neck of the woods. For Easy Pass, check this out. Just check this out. They're going to give us a credit card, and then we're going to just charge their account every time they go over a bridge or in a tunnel. And guess what? Then we can raise the bridges and tunnels, and eventually they won't even know what it costs. Isn't that great? Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. That's why they did it. I've been living in and around New York City my entire life, but pretty regularly in the last, I think it's closing in on, oh my God, it's over 20 years. Over 20 years. And I have family in Jersey and I have family in Philly. I say it like that because if I'm going to my family in Jersey, I go over the GWB. If I'm going to see family, my in-laws and all that in Philly, we take the tunnel, right? And then if I go out to Long Island to hang out at the beach, I go over the Throgs Neck Bridge. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I don't know how much any of those tunnels and bridges cost anymore because they got my credit card and they're just charging me whatever they want, I think. Oh, it's so stupid. Great to see Opie. I missed the old O&A show with Patrice O'Neill. I still listen to it all the time. Well, cheers, Jose. Cheers to you. Thank you. Thanks for keeping our show alive, I guess. Sam Enders. Hope you're doing well, Hope. I'm 29 and just discovering the O&A show. Sorry that you guys aren't together anymore. Oh, my God. Sam Enders. Cheers to you. 29 years old. 29 years old and discovering Opie and Anthony. That's pretty crazy, right? Hell yeah. You guys who have pro teams are lucky. Hey, Gnarly Davidson. I live in Iowa. No team to root for in any sport, LOL. So if you live in Iowa, what's the closest? Because I need to know. Donna needs to know this. If you live in Iowa, what is the closest professional sports team that you could follow in any sport? I don't know where Iowa is. Iowa is next to. Where's Iowa? What state is Iowa next to? Oh my God. What state is Iowa next to? The Jets have too many ifs. If this, if that. Yeah, you're not wrong, Sarah. You know what, Sarah? Cheers to you. Cheers. You're not wrong. The good football teams, especially, they could have just devastating injuries, and there's always somebody to step up and take that person's place. Yeah, they might not be as good as the superstar, but they figure out how to get things done. And the Jets are kind of a team that do the if thing. If Aaron Rodgers was our quarterback, right? Yeah, you're not wrong. Cheers, Sarah. I did know that Ross Dog's broken spirit. Did you know Lou Diamond Phillips' wife left him for another woman? I did know that. Is that a bad thing in 2023? Was it ever a bad thing? Well, actually, was it ever a bad thing? Or did society have to catch up to that? That is the question today. Yeah, I think she left Lou Diamond Phillips. Did she leave Lou Diamond Phillips for Melissa Etheridge? Is that possible? I know this person. I don't know if you're a girl or a boy. Does it matter in 2023? Well, I think it's still. I mean, I'm sorry. I kind of have questions about the whole doesn't matter thing. Is it okay if I ask it? No, you're not allowed to ask any questions. But Killamack or Kylomack. That's old news. Yes, that Lou Diamond Phillips news is from literally 1998. Ross Dog's broken spirit. I think poor Lou Diamond Phillips' wife left him. I don't know, a quarter century ago. Let's look that up. I want to know how long ago that was. Greg Buell. The Mackinac Bridge in Michigan is 5 miles long, longest bridge in the Western Hemisphere. I was more referring to the traffic on the GWB. Oh, geez, Greg Buell. Sorry. I thought you were just a little town boy. Sorry about that. Yeah, the traffic in and around Manhattan. It's the only reason I sit here rotting day after day. Because that stupid commute knocked me out and I had to live in this dumb city. Never liked New York, even when I was a big radio star. They don't give a crap. And then they're like, well, we need another tunnel, or, well, we need another bridge, mostly a tunnel. They've been talking about another tunnel for decades. And I don't know. I think it's going to cost like $1 trillion or something insane. The generation before me and the generation before that, they knew how to build things. They would build these giant projects to make life a little easier for everybody, But I mean, it was also a time where they're like, we we want to put a highway right through here. And people are like, but people live there. Yeah, whatever. We'll give them 30 days to move. And they're just knocking down houses and businesses to make these roadways, to make it easier for us to get out to Long Island. That is a true story. Look it up for yourself. And then some of these highways, they split these neighborhoods in half, where it was almost like the Berlin Wall, the highway was, where it used to be one cohesive, very nice little area of New York City. And then you had people on one side of the highway and people on the other side, where they used to be able to just walk back and forth to each other's houses, right? They didn't see each other for like decades because of the stupid highway. Made it really hard to go visit them. That is a true story too. Look it up. There's documentaries about this. But nowadays, you know, we've got ourselves in such a pinch that any big project just simply doesn't get done anymore, because the amount of money it would cost to get it done, no one could afford it. So back to Greg Buell going, oh my God, the traffic. That's nothing, buddy. That's literally nothing. If we want to go to the beach on a Friday, right? We either have to leave now, now 6:30, or we have to leave at 10 o'clock at night. That's between 6:30 a.m. and 10 o'clock at night. That window is closed. You do not want to be on a road between those hours around New York City, especially on a Friday. This is what we deal with as New Yorkers. It's so stupid. Steve Gutenberg knows you, Jay Warren says. You just, you just joined my YouTube channel for 4 months? Thank you, brother. Cheers. Yeah, Steve Gutenberg knows me. That video is doing really well. Do I have it on my computer for the people today? Sorry, Instagram. The main show is on my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, and now Twitch and Instagram. You're just on my phone. So when I play videos, you can't enjoy them like everybody else. I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. All right. Yeah, Steve Gutenberg knows who I am. Let me find that video for the people. So, you know, by now I love doing my street videos. And the other day I was walking around. I was on Columbus Avenue, and I'm really good at spotting celebrities. And I brag about that because if you just would look around as a New Yorker, you will see celebrities almost every day. But we're all stuck in our phones or walking straight ahead like this, that you don't notice shit. Just look around a little bit. The celebrities are all over the place. So Steve Gutenberg from Police Academy, right? From Short Circuit. I was mad that I didn't remember Short Circuit at the time, which is like it was my son's, favorite movie when he was growing up. But anyway, I saw Gutenberg, whatever, sitting out at a cafe, and this is the exchange we had. It's pretty cool, actually. Dude from
Batman.
Police Academy.
No, Batman.
You were in Batman?
Ghostbusters.
You were in Ghostbusters?
No, wait a minute. Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Come
yes,
on, man,
of course.
Remember me?
What's
Come
up,
on.
brother?
What's going on? Star Trek.
No, I was Opie from Opie and Anthony.
You're from the show?
Opie.
Are you Opie?
Yes. We're both famous.
Come on, man. Oh my God, you're Opie.
I forgot your name.
No, don't worry about it.
No, I got to tell you, I follow you on either TikTok or Instagram, and you do some positive crap.
I do.
See?
It's called positive crap.
You should call it positive
hold
crap.
on here. Wait a minute.
Steve Gutenberg.
Oh, hold on here. You're Opie.
Yeah.
You're Opie.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, and there comes Opie comes along, and he thinks I'm in Star Trek, Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy. And what else did you think I was in?
Well, I picked Police Academy first.
You said Police Academy first.
Right.
What's your real name?
I ain't telling you that.
Come on, you're not Opie. Your real name is that Opie.
My name's Greg, but that's
Greg.
a birth name that I've never used.
All right, can I call you Greg?
Yes.
All right.
Steve, I see you all the time. Good.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for everything you do online. It's nice and positive. I can learn from you.
All right, Greg.
All right. See you later, Steve. Steve Gutenberg's around the corner if you want to say hi. Oh, okay. Steve Gutenberg's around the corner if you want to say. If you want a celebrity sighting, Steve Gutenberg. Okay. Sorry. And there you go. Jay Warren, thanks for giving me content, and thanks for joining my YouTube channel for 4 months. My YouTube channel is Opie Radio. And for the Instagrammers that didn't get to see that video, I did post it on Instagram yesterday afternoon. All right. How cool is that, though? I liked that one. What's up, John Corch? Remember when they said the tolls were there to pay for the construction costs, then they would come down? Hilarious. It's never going to happen. Yeah, that was the original thing with these bridges, especially around New York City. They said, look, we need a toll until we pay for the bridge, and then the tolls will go away. Oh, the tolls went away, technically. You don't have to hand money over to anybody. You just get that beep, beep as you're going, through it, and they're just charging your credit card. Isn't that lovely? We recognize his voice from the booth over. Super nice New York guy. Oh, right on, Jeff. LOL, remember when Ron B would do that? I'm an engineer. Oh, yeah, well, I got 2 radio shows. LOL. Thank you, Vlad. Sports is why king of all tips. Why is sports why king of all tips? Why? You don't have a team? You don't have a team to follow there, I would assume. I mean, I'm not like a super fan anymore. I think the closest I became to a super fan was when I was living in Buffalo. I was a very young go-getter doing radio, and the Bills were in the Super Bowl a bunch of times. I was in Buffalo for 3 out of the 4 Super Bowls for the Buffalo Bills, and I that's the closest I came to becoming a super fan. Every Sunday, I needed to go somewhere to check out those games. Man, wow, were we into it back in the day? I'm glad no one can smell my videos. This one would stink of armpit and failure. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, are you a hater? I'm glad no one could smell my videos. This one would stink of armpit and failure. But I used to be oh yeah, you're a hater. You're going off my dumb line. But bro, why don't you look? Can I give you advice as a hater? The Steve Guttenberg video is doing very, very well across all platforms. People really seem to like that one. Look, I post clunkers all the time because maybe maybe in my head I think it's one way and it doesn't work out. So maybe pick one of those. Don't pick one of my popular videos that obviously is doing well to throw your hate out there. All right. Little advice from me to you if you're going to be a hater. And he's banned as well. And he's banned as well. You never played sports. Of course, you're going to call it. Yee. Yeah, man. If you play the sports, I don't think you would. Well, he might have a point, though. Let me go back to Vlad the Dragon. He might have a point because I played in a lot of sports, and I didn't like the fanny slap. Nice shot. Why are you hitting me in the fanny? Good job. Or the coach, get in there. Can you leave my fanny alone? Why would they hit your fanny in sports? I just want to enjoy. I want to get a little exercise, maybe lose a few pounds, feel a little competitive, but I'm not into the getting hit in the fanny every time I make a good shot. I think I was purposely missing basketball shots so no one would fucking hit me in the fanny. So stupid. Aiden Baker again, it looks like. Aiden TK Baker, maybe. The Jennifer Lopez marathon worker was pretty great too. Haha, great New York City exchange. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I got that on my computer right now, but thank you. You know that video? Some of these haters, they literally just make us, as a group of us, make us laugh. Somebody was trying. Do I have it on my computer? Because this won't make sense unless I play it for everybody. I don't think I have it on my computer right now. Yeah, man, I don't have it on my computer right now. But anyway, the marathon was this past week, and that video actually is a year old. It was from last year, but last year I was checking out the New York City Marathon, the finish line area. And I was live streaming. So I was showing everybody the whole thing, like, oh, wow, this is where, all this garbage, whatever. And there was a lady, and I needed to get past her so I could actually stand on the finish line. I knew damn well she wasn't going to let me through. I've lived in New York a million years. They're not going to listen to you, but I felt like it was a great opportunity to be kind of a fool and have a little fun. So I got to the lady. This is also on my Instagram, Opie Radio, and in all the usual places. I get to this lady, and I'm just making believe like I own the place. Like I'm just walking through. I'm not stopping. I know you're a security guard. I'm just going right through. And of course, she stops me, which I knew was going to happen. So then I said something like, I don't know the exact line, but I'm like, hey, man, I'm a famous TikToker. Like that should get me through. I'm a famous TikToker. You let me through now that you know I'm a famous TikToker. You know that there are people out there. I don't know if they're trying too hard with their hate. I don't know if they're ignorant. I don't know if it's a little of both. But people were like calling me out for saying I'm a famous TikToker when it was so obvious that I was doing that for the video. Like, well, who are these people? It was obvious. I'm not a famous TikToker. I got 21, I think. I don't know the exact number. I think 22,000, somewhere around there, followers on TikTok. That's not a famous TikToker, I know. But I did that because I was like trying to get her reaction, trying to get something going as I'm live streaming, trying to do content. And then she hilariously said, why don't you TikTok your way out of here or something like that. And then she also said she was a famous TikToker. And I said, oh, yeah, who? And she said she was Jennifer Lopez. And the whole exchange was wonderful. It was 10 seconds, quick. It was a perfect video. And I think when some of these videos go down that are really, really good, it really drives some of these haters batshit crazy that they will pull out all stops to hate on it. And we just laugh. On this side, we just laugh like, well, look at these lunatics. But thank you, Jason, screw the haters. Glad to see you still keep it real. No, man, there's tons of people that are beyond cool. You know, you learn like in life, we all do this. We all have this in our lives, whether you're an old school entertainer that used to be in the public eye doing a giant radio show or just, you know, dealing with shit at work. There are so many negative people in this world, and it's really up to you what you focus on. And for the longest time, I certainly got trapped in focusing on the negativity. But if you just look around, man, there's way more cool people than not. But that's really, really up to you. You know, we all know the person. It might even be you. Their life is going great, but they focus on the one damn thing that's not going great. And you want to shake them and go, look at all the good stuff you got around you. I don't know why we do that as human beings. I really don't know why. For whatever reason, it seems to be easier to focus on the negative than the positive. John Quartz with the 5s and likes. Looking forward to the beer show. Thank you, John Quartz. Oh, yeah, Tuesdays at Get Parts is back today. We had to take last Tuesday off because of Halloween. But we're back doing that today, that's for sure. Thank you, John Quartz. Greatly appreciate it. Now we will pay $16 to go through the Lincoln Tunnel, then $20 to come out of it. F New York. Jason. Is that it? Wait, now we will pay $16 to go through the Lincoln Tunnel, then $20 to come out. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. This city don't give a crap about any particular New Yorker. This is just a money-making scheme for who? I don't know. The elite. I would love to know who the people are that are getting all this fucking money because they don't fix nothing. And now they got a pricing plan for New York City that people are losing their minds. Where if you're now in Manhattan, all right, I did this rap recently, but I got to do it again. For my fellow Long Islanders, for my fellow New Jersey people that have to come in and out of this shithole every day. And it's like the amount of money that the average commuter pays just to come in and out of New York to just work. It's like they need a part-time job just to pay for the commute, for the tunnels, the bridges, the gas, the parking. It's crazy. And New York City knows this. They don't give a crap about you. They don't give a crap about me. And then they act like we're all New Yorkers and we got swagger and all that. Go F yourself. So check this out. It wasn't good enough that they raised the tolls on the tunnels and the bridges and the parking in New York City. Now they're like, hey, we got another idea that we could take more money from these hardworking people. And that's the pricing plan. So basically now you're in Manhattan. You spent all this money to get here. And now you're like, man, I got a gig below 61st Street here in Manhattan. You know, let's say you're a plumber. Let's say you're a construction guy. All right, I got a job downtown. As soon as you cross over 61st Street, right, they're going to hammer you for something like $20 to $25 because you had the nerve to go into a congested area in Manhattan. So now they hammer you for another $20 to $25. Here's the kicker. Then let's say you're this plumber, construction worker, carpenter, and now you're like, well, now my next job is uptown. So now you're passing over 61st again. Ah, damn, man, I forgot to pick up a bill down in, downtown. So then you cross over 61 again, and the same day they hammer you. They hammer you every single time you cross over 61st Street to go downtown. And they think this is normal, and they think that the average person can afford this. Oh, they're insane. Stupid me, when they did the pricing plan, which outraged me right away, and it's not even really going to affect me, but it just drives me nuts because of my roots. I know where I came from. I know that it's hard to make a buck. I know it's hard to spend a buck. You know, we're all trying to save money. Stupid me, when they did the pricing plan, I was thinking to myself, all right, so they're gonna hammer each car or work truck once a day. And someone's like, no, you dummy. That's when you're allowed to call me a dummy for real stuff. They're like, no, you dummy. They're gonna hammer you every time you cross over 61st Street. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And if you know some of these people, they got to go back and forth all day for jobs. Who the hell could afford that? Just crazy. Oh, Iowa. All right. Tom May. Centrally located Iowa sports fans can root for Chicago teams, Kansas City teams, etc. Okay. Thank you. So Iowa's close to Chicago. Opie and NYC were never friends. Oh, it's just it's a S-hole. Although it's not as bad. So, oh, wait, I'm skipping a super chat. So if you had something, you're going to have to rewrite it. I'm sorry. Or give me a super chat and you'll go to the front of the line. That's how we do business around here. Barrister 1401, $5, fivers and likes. Please give a shout out to my nephew, Lieutenant John. Okay. All right. You want me? Okay. Thank you, Barrister, for your $5. Oh, Barrister. What are you doing, you silly goose? Steve Gutenberg, I know you. You're Opie, the Destroyer. LOL. Oh, wait, maybe that was Ed Asner. Robert Kelly. Okay. What was I saying? There? Yeah, but the pricing, it's just crazy. Oh, I know what I was saying. Okay. Show the video of you in a restaurant with the stupid beanie. That wasn't me, Facebook user. I don't want to play. I'm too old to be playing this stupid game. Everyone knows it was a fake video. We got past this months ago. I don't really feel like playing your dumb game today. What was I saying? Yeah, so a lot of people recently, they're like, New York City's going to crap, and we certainly have an immigration problem in New York City, and something like 10,000 immigrants are coming to the city every month, and Mayor Adams, he's like, this will destroy New York, and I'm like, man, you know what? You're not necessarily wrong, Mayor Adams, but there's a whole bunch of other things that are also destroying New York, like the pricing plan, and making it almost impossible to commute in and out of the city. That's a biggie too. But with that said, people are like, the city's going to crap. And I've been here over 20 years. I see a bit of a drop off, but nothing too dramatic yet. And I was on the YouTube, and I don't know, I guess the video is suggested to me. And and it was the news from 1978. So I'm like, you know what? I want to see the news from 1978 in New York City. Oh my God. I was reminded that, you know what? They try to tell you too. They try to tell you that supposedly, the world is a lot safer in 2023 than it's ever been. And I know with like what we're seeing on the news every day, it's really hard to believe that. I get it. But the experts that study this shit, they always tell you that, the world is way safer today than it was how many other years ago. All right. Anyway, so I click on the news in 1978, and they have a series called Our Crumbling City. I think that's what it was called, Our Crumbling City. And they did reports that were so insane. The West Side Highway, which is pretty close to me, they had to shut it down because a truck just fell through the road. Just fell through the road. They had that. They had buildings crumbling down where they had to put them in nettings so the pieces of the building wouldn't fall on people down below. They had that. They were showing footage of the bridges just completely deteriorating. They were showing how the city had no money to run anything. They were showing that they didn't even have money to take care of the animals at zoos. And I'm like, you know what? Life isn't as bad as I thought it was, because all you have to do is look back at an old newscast from 1978 to realize this city was in deep, deep trouble. And then they had like this one I loved. This I absolutely loved. They had somebody decided F the parking meters. And I was like, bravo, bravo. This would be the type of guy that would say F the pricing plan and would do anything they could to disrupt the pricing plan here in New York City. So they decided that, you know what, we ain't paying your stupid parking meters anymore. So they were sawing the parking meters. They were sawing the tops of the parking meters off. And they were just laying in the street all over the place. And that was part of the news in 1978. And they were basically saying on the news, like, well, the city needs those parking meters because they need that revenue. And I'm like, F you and F your stupid revenue. Get it from somewhere else. Stop getting your revenue from the hardworking people of New York. But with that said, it was a good example when people try to tell you that the world's going to crap. And then the experts basically say, in general, when you factor in everything, the world's a lot safer place than it was 20, 25, 30 years ago. So there you go. With that, I go right to a $10 donation from JD Straight Shot. I got two cameras. Instagram is perfect video off my stupid phone. I'm using a professional camera off my MacBook, and I'm in darkness. Like, what the hell is that about? Anyway, JD Straight Shot. What side jobs did you and Anthony have to do while you guys were on the air? Jim and Sam's expert contract negotiating skills made it so they have to have other gigs to support their lifestyle choices. Is that true? Is that true? Or that they keep hammering them, taking away their money? Is that what's going on? Is that really true? That's hilarious. Look, Jim and Sam stink. There's no other way around it. Of course they stink. Oh, JD Straight Shot, you make me laugh every morning. And the $10 doesn't hurt, that's for sure, because this is my side job. Fivers and likes. So I think we kind of did it. I always try to think what's going on in the world when I turn this on. The Jets suck. They're a big disappointment. Even though Zach, I'm still rooting for Zach because everyone turned on him. I like a good underdog story, but at this point, it's obvious he's not going to get the job done, and they're all just looking at Aaron Rodgers like, will you stop teasing us by throwing footballs before the goddamn game and give us a date when you could come back so we have hope as a Jets fan? But that Aaron Rodgers, he's a weirdo. He has to go into some kind of TP somewhere and do some of that ayahuasca and maybe sweat it out, and then maybe he'll finally tell the Jets fans when he's coming back. But instead we get, give me a few more weeks. What does a few more weeks mean? Oh, so we got that going on. The Bills are a big disappointment. They're 5-4 at this point, right? I think. You're not going to a Super Bowl as a 5-4 team, that's for sure. It's voting day, we learned, but we don't know what we're voting for today because it's one of those off-year elections. We're not voting for the president or anything else of importance, I don't think, right? I don't know. I like to keep tabs on it, even though I'm not a voter. I like to keep tabs on it, what we're voting for today. But no one has told me what we're voting for today. None of us really know. Got to go breakfast with my sons. Cheers. All right. The next comment, I will put on the big screen. I honestly don't know if this person's a hater, but I don't give a crap. This is hilarious. All right. I'm not even going to read it. It'll be on the screen for a couple seconds. Jesus. If you're a hater, I don't care if you're a hater. That was just bravo. Bravo. Bravo on your name. That's hilarious. As you say the other thing. Bravo. Troll spotted. We spotted, gnarly. My thing is like, look, hate all you want, but just try to make it funny. As soon as you're a hater, that you're just so ugly and you're a spammer. But if you're a hater and you make me laugh, I don't give two craps if you want to know the truth. That was just funny. Johnny 718, bravo, with the $1 super sticker, I think it is, or something. Thank you. I'll take the $1. Should you order a bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese? I got the answer. It's very obvious. Bacon, egg, and cheese all day long. Sausage is, I say sausage because that's how they say it down there in Philly. I love picking up on a word or two that they say differently than me, and then I like to exploit it. So we all win, I guess. I don't know. But sausage, I think sausage is overrated. We say sausage in New York, by the way. So as I make fun of how they say sausage, I say sausage up here in New York. So I'm the dummy. Let me think about sausage. Sausage, egg, and cheese is good. It's a good substitute. But if you have the choice to go bacon, cheese, and eggs, you got to go bacon, cheese, and eggs on a New York roll. Oh, my God. Good God. We have a thing called butter rolls up here that are to die for. And then sausage in general, or sausage. I like making my sausage nice and soft, and then you cut it up and you have it with some spaghetti and red sauce. That's so damn good. But the sausage has to be nice and soft. I don't like grilling my sausage. I grill it for others because that's how they like it, but I don't like it that way. And then sausage on pizza. Doing the whole sausage wrap, man. This should get the numbers up. I'm telling you right now. I should have done this sausage wrap months ago. It would have got my numbers up. And then sausage, I'll say it New York way, sausage on pizza. It's good, but when you can have pepperoni, once again, sausage falls short. Sausage is always falling short is what I just discovered today. Falling short. Jay Warren, the problem is in New York, the Republicans are never hardline enough to really connect with the Republicans. So many vote for the Conservative Party. So it's an easy win for the Dems mostly. Well, that's the other problem. When I hate how voting's set up, and it's so stupid because it'll never change. And I understand that, but I'm just going to give my dumb 2 cents. We have a lot of Republicans in the New York area, a lot of Republicans out on Long Island. But the problem is it's a Democratic state in general, so it's almost stupid to vote because it always goes to the Democrat almost all the time. Although, we've had a couple Republican mayors sneak in there. Running out of money. Oh, no, I'm not, bro. Dude, you were funny. Keep it. Bro, you were funny. I know you're a hater and your name is crazy and all that, but you were funny. You made me laugh. Don't go back to the dumb hate at this point. You made me laugh. You made other people laugh. Stop it now. Opie's one of the most optimistic and positive modern broadcasters. Very inspiring. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm inspiring. But that's what I do hate about voting. If you're a Democratic state like New York is, and you're a Republican, there's no use to vote. You're just wasting your time. You're literally wasting your time. New York State goes to the Democratic candidate for the presidency I couldn't tell you the last time New York as a state voted for a Republican. So when people go, "Are you going to vote?" I'm like, no, it's a wasted time in a state like New York. I hate that. I hate that they do it that way. Should be easy, man. Popular vote. How many voted for the Republican? How many voted for the Democrat? Whoever has the most votes, that's your next president. That's how it should be. Our voting system is so antiquated with, well, actually, New York, the Democrats won New York. Yeah, but what about all the people that voted Republican? Their vote technically doesn't count at all then, right? Right. That's why I don't vote. It's stupid. It's stupid. All right. Yeah. Bro, I was giving you a chance. So now I got to block this account. I was trying. You made me laugh, but now he's got to go. And then he's like, it's obviously bothering you. Like, you know what? Like, I've been at this such a long time. None of these haters are going to make it, really sting. Every once in a while, it's like a bother, like getting a mosquito bite. You're like, and then it goes away. But none of this stuff. If I really went over the list of things that has happened to me and my family because of haters, it would blow your mind. Restraining orders, people being arrested, all sorts of crazy ass shit. It's just an annoyance for a short amount of time. Then I go about my life because that's all you can do. The world is filled with haters. I'm gonna get a second cup of coffee. Oh, we did that. Wait, where are we? All right, where are we? Oh my God, I'm that far behind in the comments. I'm wiping everybody out. I'm gonna start with ban him up. Yeah, we banned him. It was too bad because the guy made me laugh. It's like, why don't you just turn it around? The guy obviously had a little funny skills if he made me laugh. It's all about the local elections, especially in Suffolk County. Fair enough, Paul. That's the answer to the voting today. All right. Let me get a cup of coffee. I got to wake up my my kids, and I'll be right back with a second cup. All right. There's no. Oh wow! Damn. All right. Clouds look way better than they did a half hour ago. All right. I was just having a little small talk with my daughter. I'm like, oh my God, I'm still live streaming. I really love the casualness of this. No pressure. Just turn it on. If people want to watch, great. If not, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, let's go to Chuck Clinton. Republicans don't want a popular vote for president. Reagan was the last Republican to win the popular vote. I did not know that. There's some knowledge for you. But what I really want to know, living in New York, is the last time New York voted for a Republican president. I couldn't tell you. I don't think it was in my lifetime, that's for sure. King of all diffs, Opie rules. Oh my God, thank you. Instagram, they're going to shut you off in a couple minutes because they only let you live stream for an hour on Instagram. Matter of fact, why don't I get rid of you guys now? All right, let me get rid of you. Instagram, thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate you. Goodbye. Oh, no, I don't appreciate you at all. I live stream on Instagram for free. Not going to get rich doing this, but I don't want to do it for free. Sorry. Opie Live, go after yourself. Instagram, Opie Live. Hold on. Above NYC. All right. I was going to write go F yourself, and then Instagram would have a problem with that. Trust me, I want to tell Instagram to go F themselves, and I probably should. I'm glad I have insomnia. This is fun, Leb D says. Thank you. We do it every morning. We certainly have a good time. We get a lot of things done. We talk about how the Jets suck. We talked about sausage over bacon, although they say sausage in Philly, and we say sausage up here in New York. I think Philly says it better than New York, if you want to know the truth. What else did we do? We talked about how this city just wants to take every single cent out of your pocket. They don't give a crap about you. And we learned that New York City was in a much worse place in 1978. That's what we learned so far. Oh, my, Jay Warren. Oh, my. There's a hot take. There's a hot take. Reagan won every state but one the second election. Oh, really? Reagan won 49 states. What state said that we don't want Reagan? Holy crap, I didn't know that. Holy crap. So Reagan was the last president that won New York State in a general election, right? NYC sucks. Ralph P knows it. Ralph P knows it. This place just stinks. I think that's why I liked me and my wife were talking about this. So every year, if we're in town, we go and check out the New York City Marathon, which just passed. And you get a good spot right there, right on the railing. And you see all these people running by with the biggest smiles on their face. They got tears in their eyes. You can see how special it is for them. And my wife is like, why do you think it's so special? And I'm like, man, I think one of the things is that all these people that are running the New York City Marathon today, they will look back at this day that we're witnessing as one of the greatest days of their lives. And we're watching it in real time. You know, we were there for close to an hour. So we saw at least a couple thousand runners run by, and every person was just elated, happy, crying, big smiles, high-fiving people, just out of their minds how happy they were. And I think why I like the New York City Marathon, because it gives you potential of what this world could do, but we'll never get there, obviously. But you get little glimpses of it. Sadly, we got this same glimpse after 9/11 where everyone just comes together. And New York City Marathon Day in New York, everyone comes together. We're all watching this thing. And as a spectator, you're happy for the runners as you see how happy they are. And everyone is just simply living in the moment, which I think is very, very hard for humans in general. But you get to see that on Marathon Day. And it's quite the spectacle, to be honest with you. If you ever get the chance to witness a marathon, a big marathon, whether it's here in New York or Chicago or Boston, check it out. Because what you'll see is everybody pretty much living on the same page for a brief moment. And then, of course, by yesterday, everyone was back to like, get the fuck out of my way. But on Sunday, you had none of that. None of that. And I think I like that. But I don't have hope for our society. Of course not. But when I get a moment like that, a glimpse of what could be, I soak it all in. 9/11 was the same way. Everybody was absolutely on the same page for the first week or two. And then after that, it was, get the F out of my way. We went right back to it, unfortunately. But I think that's why, because me and my wife, we were sitting around thinking about it. We're like, why does it feel so like special? And I'm like, man, I think everyone's forgetting everything else. Everyone is just living on the same page. You're witnessing people that are going to talk about, the marathon is one of the greatest days of their lives because they accomplished something, really big, something that they really didn't think they could do. Although the other side of it, of course, I have to wreck these nice rants, but the other side of it, I think it was on the TikTok, and I'm sure it's going to be everywhere today. They actually filmed the last 10 runners of the New York City Marathon. See, this is where I wreck it. Because everybody else like, oh, isn't this an emotional video? The last 10 people to come through. And it was like midnight, Most of the people obviously were home in bed and already had been sleeping for 4 hours. And I just laughed because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like at this point, anyone could walk 26 miles. What's the big deal here? Anyone can walk 26 miles because at that point, you're walking it. If you start at they start at 8, 9 in the morning, and you're finishing at midnight, you just walked all day. That's all you did. Any of us could do that. So that always makes me laugh. Well, they did, and I think they changed the rules because there was a time that it was a big deal to come in last at the New York City Marathon. So there was a lady. This is where I just lose people, but it's all right. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. This lady, year after year, she would be the last one to come in. She would come in on like a Tuesday. The marathon's on Sunday, and like Tuesday morning, they're pretty much cleaned up the whole thing. And she's coming in on a Tuesday morning. She's been walking for a day and a half. And they're just like, isn't this a great emotional story? And I'm like, no, it's not. Because I think at a point it's about me. Look at me. And I think some of these people, they purposely slowed way the F down, sit on the highway or the side of the road for 2 or 3 hours to let other people pass them so they could be the last one to finish the New York City Marathon and get all that attention. I really believe this was a thing for a while. And then New York City is like, look, we can't have this. So you have until midnight to finish this damn thing. So they changed the rules. So some of the people that work for the New York City Marathon don't have to sit around until a Tuesday morning until the last runner came in. So now it's like you gotta get it done before midnight, or or it doesn't count. Sorry. Opie's my favorite current day philosopher. Very underrated. Well, thank you, Aldo. I appreciate the Aldo. Nope, you aren't correct. Nope, you aren't correct. When you've seen arterial blood, you'll know the difference. Oh my, Chuck Glenn. I don't. Hey, 70 Sue, what's going on? All right, I don't know what the hell all that was about. So I think that's it. We did an hour, and I'm going to do another hour later today. We're back doing Tuesdays at Gephardt's. I think Tomato's coming by. He ran the New York City Marathon, so I want to get his thoughts on the whole damn thing. Oh, the other thing I said about the New York City Marathon quickly. Did I say it yesterday? Oh, I did say it yesterday, so this is redundant. But because I brought it up, I'll just say really quick. It's not that you're just running 26.2 miles. You have to get up at like 5 in the morning because there's so many people running the New York City Marathon. It's something like 50,000 runners. And then it's people that are associated with the race. So it's got to be close to 100,000 people are trying to get to the Verrazano Bridge. Yeah, the Verrazano Bridge. So you gotta leave at like 5 in the morning to get a bus. And then you have to sit around in a field for like 2 or 3 hours. And then they organize it. And then they put you in like these chutes to start the race. And some of these chutes are close to a mile before you even get to the starting line. So now you're walking a mile before you even start your 26.2 mile race. And then after the race is over, because everyone's going through the finish line, right? You got to keep moving, they say. I've seen this too. Congratulations, but keep going. Because there's runners just piling from behind you, all finishing the race. So they start pushing you along like cattle. And then these poor people, they have to walk close to 10 blocks to get out of the park. And then come back that 10 blocks closer to the finish line. So then you're walking another like minimum of 20 blocks after the race. Holy crap. That's just crazy. Is New York City Marathon better than Boston's? I've done both, Leb D. I mean, I haven't done both. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. My regret as a runner, I ran my whole life, ran a lot of 10Ks, ran a half marathon. Did a few 20-mile training runs back in the day when I was like, in crazy shape and running for my college cross-country team. I regret I never did a marathon, which is just stupid. I don't know why I never did. It's one of my regrets. But with that said, when I lived in Boston, I witnessed the Boston Marathon and the New York City Marathon, obviously many times. And wow, they're both really, really cool. Boston feels more like a hometown race, if that makes sense. And New York City is just a wall of people on the entire course. And if you have a name, they just yell your name the entire time you're running. I mean, that is like, wow, the energy and the electricity you feel doing that. Which is better though. I mean, I think I couldn't pick, I don't think. They're both very special in their own right. Very special in their own right. I like how the Boston Marathon, it starts in Hopkinton, which is a pretty small town way out west. And then they obviously finish in, Boston. So it's kind of cool to see that the race starts in a very small town. And then as they get closer and closer, it's more metropolitan. I don't know. I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So they're both obviously very special. And if you're a runner, you want to try to run both of them. So the adulation. Yes, Vlad the Dragon. The adulation. And man, if you've got an ego that's out of control, you should run a marathon because they will cheer you on for 4 to 5 hours straight. They will stroke your ego. Oh, I bet you there's a lot of egomaniacs and narcissists that run marathons just to hear their name the entire time, even though they're running a 4.5 hour, 5 hour marathon. All right. Should we start wrapping up? Yeah, let's wrap up. I want to see how my kids are doing. I love you guys and all, but you know what? I'm gonna hang out with my kids before they go to school. Let me go to the Facebook, make sure everyone's cool over there. What I mean by that is some people, oh shit, was I even on Facebook today? Oh yeah, there I am. What I mean by that is like, people give me like donations on Facebook, but it doesn't pop up on the live stream. So I have to do it separately. And I don't mind doing this because, if you're going to give me a few bucks, I'm very appreciative. So thank you to Greg Buell. Why is that out of focus? Wait, why is that out of focus too? Ah, man, I thought this new camera was going to fix some issues, but Greg Buell, that's out of focus. All right. Who else we got? Paul. I mean, every day, Paul, just like clockwork, giving me $1 every day to do this. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Who else? Trevor. I talk about Trevor every day. Every day he gives me $2. Why can't I do this? I need to do this. What if I go way back there, but if I go closer, it's out of focus? That's stupid. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor Myers. And then, oh my God, my old friend DC. I can't say his name on the social media because they will yank me, but this is his real name. I haven't seen DC in a while. What's up, DC? Thank you very much, DC. I said his name once, right? You'd think I'm kidding, but I said his name once on one of these. I forgot which platform at this point. And just because I said his name, they yanked my feed. and that's his name. And I fought it, and they're like, "There's no way anyone has named that, so you lose. We reject your appeal." I'm like, "But it's his name." So now I have to just call him DC. Evie, I stopped putting my name on my shirt after a while. It gets annoying. I just got to test this light thing before I go, because I don't know why with the ring light I'm in complete darkness with this new camera. These cameras are driving me nuts. That's not much better either, man. What the? Oh, someone said, "Look, you can't shoot, next to a window like that." I'm like, "Yeah, but the sun comes up just glorious some days, so I want to capture that." But now with a ring like on full blast, I'm still in a shadow. That don't make sense. Whatever. I'll figure it out. It's not up to you. Oh, W Man, give me the $2. Oh, Dragon Wagon. Yeah, we're gonna post. We're posting some old Opie and Anthony stuff, a little bit here and there. And I had a request for Dragon Wagon, so we'll get that up on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. There's a new playlist called Classic Opie and Anthony, because someone's like, "Dude, you got a lot of videos on YouTube, and I just want to see the O&A stuff." I'm like, "All right." So I'm slowly making a playlist of all the videos on my channel that have something to do with Opie and Anthony. Okay, so look for that. I think we only have like, I don't know, close to 20 videos right now. By the time I find them all and put them on the playlist, it'll be hundreds. But every day I try to add a few more. Okay, all right. $2. That's another 50. It's not another 15. I gotta go. I'll do $1 a minute. So for W Man, I'll do two minutes, and then that's it. Then I leave. We're two guys who are 500 feet above New York City, but still look like hobos. Hobos. All right, I didn't comb my hair today, man. What am I gonna do? The light is too far away. Manash, it's pretty close though. All right, hold on. I gave you some good stuff. Now we're just like experimenting with lighting. All right. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm also protecting the fact that I'm an older gentleman too with some of this lighting. That's pretty close, Banash. Like I could almost touch it now. Holy shit. I'll figure that out. Hey, Dirty Delish. Good to see you. But I got to go. The 2 minutes are just about up. Gnarly David said, "Opie, I think it's time to bring it back. Get some mustard and open the window. It must be done." Throw some mustard out the window. See what I could hit down below. It's one of my favorite things ever. The day I threw mustard out the window from I think it was the 5th floor, if I remember correctly, when we had our own studio. When we were only on XM on what street was that? 57th Street. And the guy pissed me off because this is how look, this is the lunacy of me and the old show. Yes. And I really like telling you stuff that makes me look bad, because I don't care. I don't care. So this is, who the hell do I think I am? So there's a guy, he spent hundreds of hours on some toothpick art. He was going on David Letterman, and somehow they're like, before you go on David Letterman, why don't you do the Opie and Anthony show? Why? I don't know, because it's a visual, first of all, but we did a lot of visual stuff on the radio. My whole goal was to get his toothpick art and smash it in front of his face. I know. But I don't mind telling you guys this stuff. This is the good stuff that people go, "Holy crap, he's a monster, Harry, he's a monster." That was my whole goal that day. just to make people laugh. When those mics were on, I felt like it wasn't even real life, if you want to know the truth, for the most part. So I'm like, it's okay. I do these crazy things because it's not real life. Your camera has a setting called ISO. Bump that up. I don't know if it has, though, bro. All right, I'll look into it, Minaj. Thank you for trying to help me. It's one of those cameras. It's a 4K huddle cam, and I just put it on my, my MacBook. So where do I find the setting for that? I swear to God, I don't know. So anyway, I'm like, I just need to get that toothpick art. I need to smash it in front of his face. People will laugh, and then I'll have to deal with it with management and this guy and everything else. But I saw it in his eyes. He's like, something's not right with this guy. Why does he want me to hand over my toothpick art? So he knew. And when he knew, it made me madder and madder. So then I was trying other ways to get his toothpick art. And I saw in his eyes, like, no, you can't have my toothpick art. I'm like, why not? And we're having this stare down. And he knows exactly what I'm trying to do. And then eventually he's like, he literally ran out of the building with his toothpick art, his glorious toothpick art. And this made me so mad that I ran to the window with mustard. I don't know why we had mustard, but we had mustard. It was the diner mustard with mustard. And I looked out the window because we were able to open the windows back then. You can't really open windows in New York City for the most part. But anyway, thanks, Eric Clapton. We used to be able to open windows. And I'm waiting for him to leave the building, and he runs out, and I'm like, perfect. And I take the mustard because I'm so mad that I couldn't break his toothpick art. And I go, and I squirt the mustard to try to hit this guy. And it landed on a fine, well-dressed, going to work in a suit Asian gentleman. I missed my target. And then the guy looks up like, why am I getting hit with mustard from above? And then, of course, I snuck back in because that building hated us to begin with. And, they would have thrown us out for that. Why are you spraying mustard on a fine gentleman just trying to get to work? But this guy looks up like, what the, it's raining mustard in New York. And toothpick guy runs down 57th Street with his stupid art. And I guess he showed it on Letterman there that night to a smattering of applause. Maybe a couple people went, bravo, bravo. So there you go. One. Cheers, Vlad. You're not wrong. The toothpick guy's a dick, right? For not no. Oh, no. Not mad. Just what? Not even mad. Just why? The why it will never be answered. Because I wanted to. I just wanted to be as shocking as possible and be able to get away with it, I guess, would be the answer today. But the why, we're not even close to the actual answer of why. I mean, the why is because I saw the toothpick art. I was like, this is so ridiculous. It's stupid. And then there was a value to it. And then when someone had something of value, that made me really into trying to do something about that. But like I said, Vlad, now I don't know if this was the proper way to think. Oh, shit, I really got to go. But I really believed when those mics were on that it wasn't real life. So almost anything goes. And then there were times, I've said this over the years, that there were times I felt really, really bad. And as soon as the mics were off, because now I'm back into real life, I swear to God, this is how I thought at times. Oh, the mics are off. Now I'm back into real life. I would run and catch up with people that, it got a little crazy on the air and made sure they were okay. I did that a lot, if you want to know the truth. But I didn't want to bring that to the radio show because like for a lot of people, that was the boring stuff. I liked leaving people hanging after we did some of that crazy shit. So there you go. You should have told them, sorry, I want to smash your toothpick, Art, but I had to hold back on my urges, so this happened. I don't know. All right. All right. And yes, and punt. Oh, my Menace. Jeez. Bio, got to go. Sarah, it was good seeing you. I don't know if you're still in the room because the comments are behind. Yeah, I got to go too. This was fun. If you gave me a few bucks, greatly appreciate it. Hit the like on the way out. Some of this stuff worked today. I was a little slow in the beginning. I was feeling it, but we got up to speed. So please hit the like on the way out. It really helps get the live streams in front of more damn people. All right. Thank you, Vlad. Steve the Whistler. Yeah. Thank you. And then there were times when I smelled how uncomfortable it was getting with Steve the Whistler. Like Jimmy was so uncomfortable. Anthony was so uncomfortable. When I smell how uncomfortable people are getting around me, Carl used to talk about this because he would see it in real life. I would do it on the streets just to make him incredibly uncomfortable. But if I smell that you're uncomfortable, I just wanted to go harder. And that's why I went harder with Steve the Whistler. Jimmy and Anthony were both out of their minds with uncomfortability. And I'm like, perfect. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Vlad. It's been fun, everybody. Yeah, gnarly, it has been. And Vlad, thanks for the $5, man. I hope I answered your question. I'm not going to give you some BS answer. The answer is I love being in uncomfortable situations because I thought it made for some really good radio. I loved being very, very shocking. And I also felt like when the mics were on, it wasn't real life in general. That we were pretty much entertaining people. Because like even now, this is an exaggerated version of my personality. Although this is a lot closer to my personality than when I was turning on mics for Opie and Anthony. But as soon as you have a microphone on, you're going to pump up everything around you. So that's why I always thought, oh, this isn't real. This isn't real. This is just a playground. Let's see what we can do today. I'm not saying that's the right way to go about things, but I could only be honest with what my experience was. All right? All right, guys. Morning, Ope. Matt, we're leaving. You're late. All right, guys.